Days after 2 cabinet secretaries were taken ill as a result of a suspected cholera infection, the government is taking no chance in containing the spread of the disease. The Ministry of Health on Monday announced a raft of guidelines that includes an indefinite ban on hawking of food and outsourcing of catering services from suppliers who are unlicensed. County governments have been directed to inspect all hotels and eateries in their jurisdictions and carry out urgent medical examination to all food handlers within 21 days. This statement comes even as Nairobi Governor candidate Peter Kenneth faulted the county government for failing to avert the spread of the disease.
Your cholera is as a result of waterborne diseases. Mambo ya kipindupi? Hii gava ya Nairobi imefail juu ya maji.
At the same time, water vendors operating within cities and towns will be medically examined and licensed, while water quality assurance will be conducted by testing all the water sources, including random and regular samples of the water from vendors.
Most affected areas are Mathare, Uruma, Mukuru kwa Ruben in Ebakasi.
For effective management and containment of cholera cases, counties have been directed to identify cholera treatment centers to contain the disease at the source. County health departments have also been directed to carry out regular dialogue in cholera hotspots and all informal settlements in order to empower communities on health education, personal hygiene and sanitation. This will be through advocating for proper hand washing and adequate sanitation, proper disposal of liquid and solid waste, use of water from tested sources, regular treatment of domestic water with chlorine, washing of foods and proper cooking of food. Additionally, a multi-sectoral task force has been constituted comprising of experts from the Ministry of Water and Irrigation, UNHCR, UNICEF, WHO, Red Cross and AMREF to oversee implementation. Statistics from the Ministry of Health indicate that 336 people have so far been infected by cholera, with 3 people succumbing to the deadly virus since May 2017. For Channel 1 News Hour, I am Edward Kabasa.
Monday morning in Nairobi County, hundreds of nurses marching on the streets at the start of the 7th week of the countrywide strike. Songs and slogans explaining their plight, another effort aimed at drawing the attention of the national government, which they feel is dragging its feet in addressing their grievances.
We are still appealing to the government and to the president of this nation, His Excellency the President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, that Kenyans are continuing to die when politicians are asking for votes. I will continue requesting, all appealing to the politicians of this country. It is time you suspended your political activities.
Led by Kenya National Union of Nurses officials, the nurses lamented that the powers were ignoring the ongoing strike that has paralyzed public hospitals.
It is time, Your Excellency, Mr. President, you convened Council of Governors, County Public Service Boards, the SRC, to sit around the table and give a direction of nurses' collective bargaining agreement, which was duly negotiated, duly agreed upon, which is awaiting a signature for these nurses that you are seeing here to go back.
The nurses have at the same time warned that the ongoing strike will cause more harm in view of the disease outbreaks being reported in several parts of Kenya.
We want to tell them, cholera management is a total bedside nursing care. As they are busy campaigning, as they are busy traversing the nation, is there any emergency or disaster preparedness on the side of health?
They have vowed to stay away from work until their pay deal is signed. Brenda Kiprano reporting for Channel 1 News Hour.
Amos Wako Tano Tena was the message conveyed by 100+ elders from the Teso community who converged in Busia County to pledge support for the senator's re-election. The elders, led by Emukule Atiang, say they are confident he will represent their interest compared to other candidates.
amefanya yale machache aliweza kufanya because of time hakuweza, but we are saying as the Teso community will give you support and will support you to the end.
In Embu County, the battle for the gubernatorial race is heating up, and two candidates have joined forces to cast the spotlight on the incumbent Governor Martin Wambora. Management consultant Githinji Kiragu and former PS Dr. Cyrus Njiru are accusing Wambora of using county resources in his campaign.
When you go to construct roads, which the national government has already tendered for and has committed to build, surely you are not doing it to help Embu County people. You are just looking for a big tender, because from a big tender, you can get a big kickback.
And I'm sure I'm talking for the other leaders here that no money from Embu County ought to go into people's pockets.